One pill makes you larger, and the other one makes you small. This is going to be a reading about Selena Quintanilla. I'm going to be channeling this message as an empath, and I will be speaking about her as if I'm in first person. So when I say I really mean her. Please enjoy.
What up, it's your girl Lee, and this is going to be a special reading. It's going to be a celebrity reading. It's my first one. So yes, if you would like to listen in on this reading from Spirit, go ahead and keep on watching. If it's your first time seeing me, what's up? My name is Lee. I'm an empath, psychic, I'm a tarot card reader. I'm a spiritualist here online. You can follow my other platforms, such as Instagram or on YouTube at Spiritual Tycoon. You can also follow me here on Facebook at Lee Alexandria on my business or personal page. What up? So, I really felt moved to this reading. It's gonna be one of my first sort of readings like this. This is gonna be about a celebrity that has passed away. I'm not gonna say the person's name until the very end. That way I can keep the integrity of the reading. If you'd like to share, like this video, comment down below. I just been really moved by this person lately. And I'm finding myself obsessed a little bit, which I thought was kind of weird. Anyways. Like I said, I really haven't done a reading in for me in a long time, or a reading that just I felt something about in a long time. So I'm excited to do something like this. Let's get started. So there were some things that I already picked up before I even flipped cards. And that, of course, are going to be the numbers that were following this person around, which I felt like was 818, 154, and 23. 818 is definitely a time that I definitely associate with death. 818, life cycle, it's like coming to an end. Something is evolutionized, you know what I mean? Like evolved from the 10, but not going back to the 0, not going back to the ace. There's a heaviness in my heart when I see 818 for whatever reason. $154 really caught my attention, though the most. I looked it up, the numerology of this number, and it really was about fame, fortune, materialism, success, legacy, the legacy. 23. They're involved in a team. This person was involved in a team of people that I feel like have kind of gone under the radar. And maybe it's some of the reason why I'm going to be reading for this person today. Because it wasn't just one person that contributed to this person's death. So I was having flashes of somebody really scared. Somebody really scared. I felt like my heart was beating really fast. I feel like when I was shot that it just scared me. It just scared me. I don't think I realized how severe it was. I just was scared. I feel like this person's passing was really quick. Too quick for them. There's a lot of talk about dreams, dreaming. I feel like this person dreamt a lot too. I feel like this person was like in shock. I feel like when they left the body that they were in shock. I feel like they were in shock. I think that this person was surprised that they had died. I think that they stayed close to themselves for a while, actually. There was like, I kept hearing this person say to me, like, I was not ready. I was not ready. And I wouldn't go. I couldn't move forward. A feeling of like, yes, not being able to move forward. I feel like this person died with regrets on their life. And I feel like they told me if they could do it over again, that they would do it over again. And that they would actually take away the fame. They would take it away. I feel like this person was telling me that their music it was about just the music. They wanted it to be just about the music. I don't think this person really realized either that they were a really large source of energy and that people were really drawn to them. People really kind of fed off of them. There were a lot of bad decisions made on the people around this person, especially when it came to their well-being. I feel like when this person died, it didn't mean anything. Everything that meant everything, it didn't mean anything anymore. And there was a real sadness and then anger about what had happened. I feel like there was a shock, yes, a shock of like, it doesn't mean anything. How could everything in my life mean nothing now? mean nothing. I feel like they were telling me that if they could go back, they would just be with their family and they would keep their music with the family. That in the end, it kind of got out of hand. I feel like this person was like secretly depressed, worked a lot. I feel like there were other things that were going on behind the scenes, like kind of like being pimped out in a way. Things definitely, especially by the family members, this person's own family, their father to be exact, yes, I feel like kind of pimped them out a little bit. There's two men that are really involved in this person's energy still, which I thought was shocking, because like the person that was responsible for this person was murdered, was a woman. I feel like when I asked about this woman, that it was like they didn't even want to address it. They don't even want to address this. But they did want to address like two men that were really involved in their life. One that I feel like both of these men hold blame, and that they're incorrect. Both are incorrect. I feel like it would be the father, would be one of the men that I'm picking up, that I feel like doesn't take enough blame. Doesn't see like that they kind of put themselves into a real evil industry. That's what I kept hearing, that this industry was really evil. The radio was evil. I feel like this person was like, had to be like perfect. They were expected to be always perfect. This larger than life, they had to keep that up. There were a lot of subliminal things I noticed about this person, especially with their music. And I started to think to myself, is this person being warned? Are they warning themselves? But then when I started hearing like evil, like the radio's evil, I started to think to myself, I don't think that this person did know, because they were in shock when they died. Even their spiritual self, I felt like, was shocked. But I didn't really feel a spiritual self, and I'll go back to that in a second. But it's like I feel like these were evil spirits that actually produced this person's album. In a way, I almost feel like these people were kind of like possessed. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I don't know, those people that come into your life that are no good, you know what I mean? You don't really know where the fuck they come from. They like get your ass into trouble. They, you know, steal your man, steal your woman, you know, whatever the case is going to be, like damage your life in some fucking way and just don't give a shit, or oblivious to it, or it seems that way. It kind of made me think to myself, yeah, they were like possessed by like an evil spirit. I don't know how else to explain that. That they were like the temptations in your life. You know what I mean? Like how you have the devil on your shoulder, sort of thing. It's like these people had lots of like demons on their shoulder. Maybe they were really oblivious to it, but it's like that's what was like fueling them. And I feel like those demons were gonna be like greed, money, materialism, basically, yes. Earthly riches. And so it's like, even though they weren't like, you know, the exorcist possessed, it was like their consciousness, even though it was like a low vibration, it still knew. It's like spirit could sense this person was like going to pass. And so it's like, yeah, they even wrote her songs, wrote this person's songs that kind of like mimic or like have really symbolic meanings and like, you know, hidden like, yeah, symbolism inside the words and things like that. It's kind of weird. I never saw it like that before. Anyways, but I think that there was a problem with the fact that it was all about the materialism. There was no like spiritual self. It's like there was no one to greet her. There was no one to greet this person because she hadn't, you know, she didn't put her energy into anything other than her work, other than the radio, and other than materialistic pursuits. It's like what they say in the Bible, my father has a house of many mansions. Well, she had a mansion in this life, but when she passed, she was, you know, she didn't have nothing, not even a shack. I feel like this person was telling me that they didn't understand the meaning of life until they died. That their death made them understand what their life was truly about, or what life was truly about. Through her death, her own, you know, experiencing of her own death, she understood, yes, she understood life, but it took a long time. I feel like this person wandered, was angry, really angry. It's like that was like, this was her biggest battle, I feel like she was saying to me. Was that it was like nothing compared to life here on earth. All the things that she had accomplished, how hard she had worked. It was nothing compared to experiencing like death. And having to know what that meant. I feel like she was saying to me that she relives this life a lot. Her own life. She tried to go back to it many times. That each time it kind of turned out the same way. It was really short-lived. But there was something about dreaming. I feel like she said that her dreams became bigger than she was. I don't know what that means. I feel like this person's family is like still involved in this evil community. This evil community. And that her dad has kind of become like El Jefe of the community. Like, I feel like she was saying that he's in control of like monsters, other monsters. I think there were things that were wrong with her marriage as well. I think that's the other masculine I'm picking up here. Actually, I think there's three people here. It's like this person never got to enjoy it. I feel like in the end they said that they were upset that they couldn't enjoy it, that they were too hard upon themselves, that they wished that they would have been less critical. That their music, yes, was really what was important to them, and they lost that in the very end. I feel like this person's family was trying to push her to actually divorce her husband and to marry somebody else. I feel like actually maybe the father even hired somebody to get involved into their marriage. But there was a lot of talk about rumors, about affairs. And possibly even the aborting of a baby. Which would have been a big no-no in her family's eyes. I feel like when this person died, she was actually pregnant. Maybe like a few weeks. The moon keeps following this person around too, I'm noticing. So it makes me think to myself they were lost in the subconscious mind. So it's like here in life, we're supposed to build this, spiritual vessel, being, alignment, and that if we don't do it, then we get stuck in the void, or we get stuck in the subconscious mind rather than the preconscious mind. Because I was just saying that they were speaking a lot about dreaming. Dreaming would be the preconscious mind. Dream, I think, is like would be the manifestation into the spiritual, realms. And so, yes, I feel like this person kind of got stuck in between the subconscious mind and the preconscious mind. So it's like somebody in the subconscious mind would have no idea where the fuck they were. It would be like, just being like completely empty, or like not knowing, not seeing anything. Like I've described before, the subconscious mind is going to be like the iceberg underneath. The part that we can't see. And that's the importance that this person was trying to get at, was that it really is important to have a spiritual connection to yourself. Yes, spiritual connection to yourself. Because if you connect to the vessel and you die, you don't know anything. It's like you're probably just standing there looking over your dead body thinking to yourself, like, what the fuck am I going to do now? Rather than having somebody meet you on the other side, which is going to be your spiritual self, which is like the person that you're supposed to be always believing, trusting, and empowering at the end of the day. The person that you would want to be there so that you'd feel whole again. That way you wouldn't be looking at your body thinking like, oh shit, what the fuck? You'd be like, okay, I know this is going to happen. That ain't me. I have another, chapter. I have another place to go. I have another dimension to go experience. I think I'm going to end this reading right there. Like I said, it's gonna be my first time doing this. I just felt moved to do it. So I just figured I'd do it. And something new, might as well. So yes, if you enjoyed this reading, if you would like another one, you can comment down below, let me know. But yes, I'm gonna go ahead and end this reading right here. Yes, I was talking about Selena Quintanilla. Yes. Okay. This is my reading for her. Thank you so much. If you resonated with it, comment down below, let me know. And if you'd like a reading of your very own, you can go ahead and message me. Thank you so much for letting me do this, and I'll see you guys later.
de tristeza y lágrimas. No me queda más que aguantar bien mi derrota.
Namaste, motherfuckers. Are you part of the Great Awakening? Let's find out.